All right, here we go. 2023 Topps Chrome Baseball Jumbo Case. Pick your team number 2. All cards, all cards, all cards do ship. Everything ships. We're going to be going through the base cards super duper quick, but everything does shit, my friends. Sean Murphy to 99 green. Hey, Yankees, baby. Lope to 299. Rookie autograph. Aaron with the Yankees. 189 out of 299. To start things off, okay. Bo Naylor. Yeah, well, in prior years, this is actually the first year that we're flying to the National. All the other previous, 4 or 5 years, we drove. So this is our first year flying to the National. We just decided, well, we drove enough. It's not that far of a drive, but just with it just makes it our lives easier with football practice and everything else that we got going on. Aguilar for the Angels, base autograph. Brett Batty refractor. Trying to get back for football on Monday and shipping and then just, all that. We're like, we're going to just have to fly to save us some time and everything and just make our lives a little bit easier. So this year we're flying. And yes, we do fly out of Pittsburgh. Number to 250, Nolan Jones, purple for the Rockies. We do fly out of Pittsburgh. So we got to be up there at like pretty early in the morning. So try to get through as much as we can. There probably will be a point where there's going to be breaks that are like ready for me to break, but I'm going to have to say, we're going to have to call her off at some point here. But yeah, we're definitely flying this year. We're like, you know what? We've saved money driving the prior however many years. It's time to fly. Just makes it a little bit easier. Spencer Steer for the Reds, number /250, purple refractor autograph. I think it's like an hour or an hour and a half or hour and 15-minute flight, somewhere around in there. Plus, I think there's an hour time change in that, so pretty much get there at the local time at the same time that we left Pittsburgh time. Oh yeah, we'll just Uber. I think a lot of I got to double check actually tomorrow. I know a lot of the hotels that are in that area that we're staying at have a shuttle, so I need to double check, but I'm pretty sure they have a shuttle that we could hop on. If not, just quick Uber, bang, and then from that point on, we won't have to Uber from the hotel that we're at. It's like just a couple minute ride or a couple minute walk over to the convention center, so that'll be easy peasy, but we'll definitely have to Uber for the Panini party whenever we go to the Panini party, depending on where that is. I know last time the VIP party, whenever it was in Chicago, it was in like a really, really weird place that was closer to downtown, and it was like really weird. You wouldn't expect it to be like nice on the inside. It was like absolutely horrendous on the outside, just like old brick, but the inside was pretty nice, so we'll definitely Uber over there. Yeah, try to shuttle. Might even try to ride. I know there's bus or what did I see earlier today? No, train. Subway, which I don't know if we really need to do that. Uber's pretty easy too. Yeah, that's what I saw somebody saying. They were like, hey, just so everybody knows, for Chicago, like the subway system's like pretty nice and everything, so we might try that out. I don't know. Uber's just super easy too, so especially whenever like it's not like we're gonna go too many places. It's like we'll have to probably shuttle to and from hotel, airport, walk over to the convention center, Uber over to the VIP party, Uber over to, if we go out to the casino or go out to dinner anywhere that's not close, Uber over there. Robbie Ray, orange wave /25, Seattle. No. We don't do we don't do car seats like that. Yeah. Yoshida for the Boston Red Sox. It'll just be the kids stay at home with grandma. So whenever we go to the National, it's just me and my wife. Kids stay with grandma. Just me and my wife go. Yeah. We've never did Uber with the kids. If we go anywhere with the kids where we need to drive, we drive. Because the car seat situation, and I'd rather be the one driving with my kids in the car for sure. So we don't mess around with that. $4.99. Yeah, bringing the kids there would be cool, but it would be a task, a really big task. Whenever I see people there with small kids, I'm like, you, my friend, are very brave. You, my friend, are very brave. I think the setup for the National at Chicago, I don't, people may not like Chicago in general, which I haven't been there enough to really have a opinion, but where the convention center is and everything, like I've liked it. Haven't had any like weird encounters or issues or anything. I've actually liked the convention being in Chicago. The convention center is awesome. Ample parking. I don't know. I like it. But yeah, because like what happens is we take vacation around the same time every year, okay? And then obviously the Nationals the same time every year. Garrett Mitchell, gold wave rookie for the Brewers.
I love gold.
26 out of 50. We go because my wife's birthday is July 6th, so usually that week, or I should say, like that. I guess it depends on how it falls, right? On what days, but usually around that time frame, that like first/second week of, usually ends up being like the second week of July. Oh, did I just pick some of that up and just put it over there? No, I picked these up and put it over there, right? I'm talking too much, confusing myself. These are just base cards, right? Yeah. I'm afraid I just like picked up a stack and didn't flip through it. No, these were just the base cards. Okay. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, so we take vacation at that time frame, and then we're back for a week, and then the National is the following week. So after our vacation with the kids, which isn't much of a vacation for the parents, right? Me and my wife just go as kind of a time for just us two, I mean, we, obviously it's work related and we're going there with a purpose and everything, but it's nice for us to be able to hang out and do all that, even though, because she enjoys this, sports cards and looking at everything and hanging out with customers and just being able to get out and everything too, away from the kids for a couple days. So 4 days. So how the AC gonna be at the National? I heard it's hot. Yoshida, 283 out of 499 refractor autograph for the Boston Red Sox. Bang, Michael C. Mostly traffic and shitty highways. Gotcha. Yeah, I've never had too much trouble, but, obviously where the convention center isn't like downtown Chicago or anything, so I usually don't veer too far from the convention center, so. But I don't know. I think if I remember the first year I set up at Chicago, it was hot. It was pretty hot. I don't know what the sitch is this year. I think I've heard a couple people saying that the convention center is pretty damn hot, but I don't know. I know that first year whenever I went to Chicago, I distinctly remember it being pretty hot. Lightfoot giving a speech at the National? Who's Lightfoot? So this is what the National, pricing wise, kind of usually looks like, right? Don't go to the National thinking that you're going to get all this crazy good deals on wax and cards and everything, right? People are there to make money. Vendors are going there for a purpose, So you're not going to be getting these huge steals, 50% off wax and stuff. So there'll be some vendors that are selling wax there, like Dave and Adams, Blowout, Steel City. They'll have some deals on some products, but let's face it, a lot of these products that they're doing deals on are less desirable products. You know what I mean? Stuff that they can't normally move. So they're willing to do a pretty good discount on it at the National, but it's not like super desirable stuff. So definitely don't have that mindset that like you can get crazy good deals, because all of these things have a initial cost to them anyway. So it's not like you're not going to get some massive deal at the National that you can't not go into the National. So for sealed wax, that's 100% true. For cards, again, you're not going to get any great, huge steals and deals. I mean, you can definitely flip through people's, dollar boxes and quarter boxes and what have you there and find some deals. I mean, there's definitely deals to be had. But again, vendors are there to sell cards at a profit, so you're not going to find stuff that's going to be, $1,000 card isn't going to be $500 there. I mean, if a card last sold for $1,000 on eBay, you'll see it there. Either some vendors will have it a little bit higher. Unfortunately, there will be some people that, just like any other card show, are high on their prices. But a lot of people are going to be right around that comp, or maybe $1,000 cards, $900 or something. But it's not like it's going to be big deals. I think the big draw is being able to it's definitely cool to see all this stuff there. And then also being able to find, maybe some certain rare cards that, just because a card is rare doesn't mean it has high value, but finding those rarer cards, regardless of value, that, you maybe normally just can't find. Here we go. Gunnar Henderson to $2.99, Baltimore. Grab cases. Now, I can get stuff. I don't typically buy sealed wax at the National myself because I can get stuff better deals on my own. I have a network of dealers and breakers and hobby shop owners that I deal with on a daily basis. Tyler Freeman for the Guardians base autograph. I also have dealer marketplaces that I utilize to pick up wax and boxes and cases, so I normally don't, because it's all like retail priced out. It's not like dealer prices, for me, I very, very, very rarely buy. I think like 3 years ago, I bought like a box of Impeccable because somebody had a loose box for like super cheap Gorman. Like, I think it was like $300 or $400 cheaper than what I can buy it for, but that was like it. Like everything else, it's like pretty much retail. It's not really worth it for me to buy stuff there because I can get stuff cheaper without the National. Yeah. But on the flip side, if there's certain kind of rare stuff that I'm looking for, here we go. Senga blue to 150 Mets, baby. Jesse G, there you go. Good one. But on the flip side, if it is something a little bit more rare to find, some older wax, then that would be something I potentially am interested in, depending on the price, because I know a lot of like older wax, it is tougher for me to get. Not a lot of dealers just are actively trying to sell it, and if they are, they want to get that full retail price for it because it is rare to get. And they likely won't be able to restock it if they sell it. Garcia to $3.99. So I may end up looking at, if I find a good deal on some older wax, I definitely would jump on it. I tried to do a deal, I think it was a year or two ago. I was trying to make a deal for a bunch of like really cool basketball boxes, but the guy like just wouldn't budge on the price, and he was already kind of over. This is what you're going to see a lot at the National, this exact story. He's a little bit over recent comps on the boxes, but he didn't want to budge because he knew, they're rare boxes, but at the same time, it's like, well, the last time those boxes sold, it was, certain price, so I don't know if I'm willing to pay more. I might just wait until another one comes up for auction or whatever, to go after it. But Hensley for the Astros base autograph, good auto. And he just wouldn't budge off of it. And I was trying to buy quite a bit too. And I was like, man, I'm trying to buy like quite a bit. And he just wouldn't move. So I just, it's whatever. Move along. So older stuff, I definitely keep an eye out. But it always ends up being, I've never had a whole lot of luck because again, I'm not just a normal retail customer. I'm a dealer trying to take the items and resell them eventually in breaks, right? So I guess we'll see. We'll see how this year works. I know last year it was like a seller's fest. everybody was there to sell cards. I know a lot of vendors were getting kind of mad because there wasn't a whole lot of people like buying cards there. It was like guys coming there to sell their cards to the vendors. Not a whole lot of buying was going down. I remember that last year because a lot of guys were kind of getting pissed off. So I guess we'll see what the vibe is when we get there. I have a feeling this year will maybe not be a direct opposite, but I feel like this year there'll be a lot more buying this year in comparison to last year. But you never know. See what happens. And I can tell you, if I walk past anybody's table and they don't have prices on their cards, guess what I do? I don't even look. Walk right past. My biggest pet peeve for card shows is dealers that don't have prices on their cards. I am willing to buy any card, depending on the price. But if you don't even have a price on your card, I'm not going to sit here and ask you how much you want on every single, you know what I mean? That is, and there'll be guys there that do that. And it is like, you're just wasting your time being here. How don't you have prices on your card? How don't you have a price on something you're trying to sell? Like, because then if you ask them, then it's like, well, they don't know either. They got to look it up. Well, shit, man. You know? I ain't sitting here for this. Pygaro to 150, blue refractor. Got to see how the internet's. I haven't, with trying to get ready with Topps Chrome and getting the stream ready for tonight, and then obviously a football practice running late and everything. I haven't been able to kind of. Got Jared Schuster refractor autograph 411 out of 499 for the Atlanta Braves. Nelson. I lost my train of thought. I haven't been able to what? Oh, haven't been able to kind of talk with some buddies that I know are already at the National for today, for Wednesday start, to kind of get a vibe off of the internet situation there, because that's always Chicago. I know whenever we were set up to be, as a vendor there and going live at the National back in 2018, it was like we had trouble with the internet. So I wonder how that's going. I think it's foolish to waste all the time on pricing and those lame stickers. We all know they're... What? Yoshida again, baby, to 199 for the Red Sox. Bang! Michael C. killing it. The whole we all know the current comps. I definitely don't. I don't know all the current comps on all the different cards and stuff, and I don't know. I cannot get behind what you said there. It doesn't make any sense to me. If I don't see prices on cards, I'm walking past them. Because it doesn't even matter what the current comps are. It depends on what they're selling it for. Ian Happ to 199. You don't got prices? I'm not even looking. I'm walking right through. Yeah, but you might know the price, but then what are you going to do? You're going to ask the guy what his price is every single time you want to look at a card? So if I see a price, I think that's a guy making up his own BS price. Well, that's an assumption that you're making that you probably shouldn't make that assumption. Sounds like you don't go to too many card shows. Sosa for the White Sox. Yeah, there's just too many tables to even mess with. If you don't got prices on it, then I'm walking. I'm not even looking. You might end up having a card that I'm looking for, that, you know, but I'm just not even looking at your table because it's just. I like I said, I could buy any card. It just depends on the price, and if I don't even see you got what prices you got to see, and two, another thing too is like whenever you go to a table, you take a look at the prices, right, and you're looking, and you could quickly tell if the table is, you know, this guy's giving out some decent prices or not, and you could easily tell the tables where the guy's just way overpriced on all of his cards, and then that'll let me know like kind of what I'm working with, you know. Plus, too, again, like I said earlier, like the internet in these convention centers typically aren't the greatest, especially whenever in a convention like with sports cards where everybody's using it to look up comps and look up prices, and, you know, the internet ends up being real spotty, and you might not get on, you might not, you know, it's better to, so you might not be able to check out comps on everything you're looking at. You kind of have to have an idea already in mind, and but if that person doesn't even have a price on there, you don't even know. You could be asking them and then he's way over, then now you just wasted your time. I don't know, but that's definitely one thing that I definitely stay clear of. Wow, I'm moving kind of slow here. Judge to 350. We might not get through as many as I was thinking that we'd get through. Outman, base autograph for the Dodgers. Soto. So supposedly there might be some sort of like promotional thing going on with the taco fractors at a later date. Anybody hear anything about that, or am I just making that up? Cubs 112 out of 299. Where there was going to be, and maybe there's not now, or if there isn't some sort of promotional thing with the taco fractors, it seemed like a missed opportunity there, right? Encarnacion to 250, purple refractor for the Marlins. Yeah, I thought I heard somebody on Twitter saying that either they're still going to be just waiting on more information, which seems kind of stupid not to provide the information ahead of time, but whatever. Or and then somebody I think was saying maybe there was going to be, and then I don't know, but the frozen fractors. Killian, Cubs. Well, I know there's the MVP buyback, which we obviously don't have all the information on who that's going to be quite yet, obviously. Green Refractor was the number 73 out of 99. Morel and the Cubs. Yeah, I know there's the MVP buyback situation here again that they're doing on Topps Chrome, but something related to the Taco Fractors. Thought there was something, but maybe not. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out time-wise, guys, just kind of in my head right now, based off of how fast or not so fast I'm breaking these. Probably going to be a situation where tonight's live stream, like I said, because I'm going to have to cut it off early for sure, so I can make my flight in the morning. But I'm thinking right now, estimated amount of breaks, I would say we're probably going to get through 3 jumbos and 1 hobby, and that might be it. 3 jumbos and 1 hobby. I guess we'll see, like I said, how long it takes us. Preferably I do some more, but I am going to have to cut her off. I want to cut her off probably around 1:30/2 o'clock. I don't want to go past 2 o'clock tonight to save myself a little bit for the show and everything tomorrow. Try to get through as much as we can during that time frame. But if we can get through 3 jumbos and 1 hobby and that's it, well, that's all right. Just a little bit less than I wanted to get through, but I'll be all right. And then whatever we obviously don't fill up today, Aguilar to 150, blue lava, blue ray wave. Blue lava for the Angels. Whatever we don't get through, we're not going to be live on Thursday. No Thursday stream. So Austin can get all these cards from Topps Chrome sorted out. But we will be live on Friday and Saturday. Rosarina to 350 for the Rays. Believe me when I say I do not get much sleep, man. I do not sleep a whole lot. I definitely need to get a little bit of sleep before a flight and then a full day at the biggest card show in the world. My main reason for always going to the National is hanging out with customers, networking, building those relationships with other vendors and stuff that I utilize. Putting some, faces to names for customers and for vendors that I utilize. Rockies base autograph. So that's always my number one reason for going there. We also go to the Panini VIP party every year, so that's another reason that we'd like to go on Saturday night. They have the VIP party. I do take some cards to wheel and deal with, because obviously the whole time that I'm there, I'm not just, networking and hanging out with people. So some of that time will be utilized, walking the show floor and trying to make some deals on some stuff. But I don't have any, in prior years I've had, numbered at 75 for the Angels. I've had kind of some cards that I would be looking for. Not so much this year. Not so much this year, so definitely see if anything catches my eye. Lay Day base autograph for the Marlins. There won't be any sort of big national break. There won't be. Austin will be live from here over in PA Friday and Saturday, but so we won't be doing any sort of big break because I'll be at the national, and yeah, we won't be able to do that. The two-man crew thing kind of prohibits some sort of big national break. Carson Strong's. Yeah. So, but yeah, my main thing is always to go there, put some faces to some names with customers and vendors, and network with both of those groups and hang out with both of those groups, whether it be in the show, after the show. I'll be hanging out with people after the show, going out to eat, all that kind of stuff. But like I said, that won't be happening the whole time. So in the in between time, definitely be walking the show, trying to wheel and deal on some cards. If I see something I like, maybe pick it up, maybe trade, maybe sell some cards. I'm not sure. JC, I'm not sure off the top of my head actually where it is next year. Oh, it is. Okay, he does say it is Cleveland next year. Cool. Is the VIP party pretty cool? Honestly, it is pretty cool. So the VIP party is pretty cool. You go in there. It's obviously open bar. They have a whole bunch of really good food. They'll bring in some athletes for meet and greets. Last year they had Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, Gilbert Burns, Valentina Shevchenko, Joe Montana. You'll obviously get some swag and some stuff from Panini there with some, usually those athletes will sign exclusive autographs that we'll get. Everything's like crazy Panini branded. Like they'll have like last year they had like an arcade set up with some like ping pong and some like racing games and some football games and sports related arcade games and stuff, but they were all like Panini branded. Like they put them in new like cabinets, and like the ping pong table was all Panini'd out, and everything's like Panini'd out. They'll have a DJ set up there, and anybody that's in the hobby business wise will be there. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool event. That's usually the big bright spot of the national for me, because I end up talking with a lot of people there. I end up talking with several people from Panini there. Well, the VIP tickets, I don't know. I get the tickets via packages that I buy from distributors, so I don't really know what, like, if you were to buy one off of, I think if you were to buy one off of Blowout or whatever, I think it's over 10 grand, but you also get the, like, party packs too, the silver and gold VIP packs. You would also get those for that price tag, but I purchased Corbin Carroll refractor, base refractor. I purchased the package that has, it's quite a bit of sealed wax. I got to purchase to get a ticket, but $199 Jonathan India. But I already did purchase pretty big. Like I said, the packages are pretty big, several tens of thousands of dollar package of products that you got to buy, and then you get the ticket with all the packs and stuff to go, so. Steel Walker for the Tigers. Yeah, it's typically, it's not like, your everyday hobbyist can certainly go there, but yeah, you'd be paying over 10 grand to get a ticket from one of the big retailers, and so normally there's not a whole lot of like, just hobby collectors, hobbyists there. It's usually mostly breakers, hobby shop owners. And that's pretty much it. It's usually a lot of breakers and hobby shop owners, or like, a bunch of people from Blowout will be there, and so, they usually buy multiple packages, so a whole bunch of Blowout employees and Still City employees and Dave and Adam employees will be there, and that sort of deal. So yeah, it's usually kind of like a business thing. There's usually not too many people that don't run a hobby business there. Refractor autograph for the Tigers, number to 499. Yeah, that was crazy. They didn't do that again because I think they quickly found out that was not a good idea. That they offered up on the Panini website to do that was absurd that they even did that. I did not see too many people with a super VIP badge there, and I think I saw one person with a super VIP badge, and they were a breaker that I knew didn't have connections with distributors, so it made sense. But they had like a super VIP line and then regular VIP line for everybody else. There was no one in the super VIP line. It was all just everybody with, yeah. That was like ridiculous. Yeah, they quickly figured out that was a bad idea. If they were going to do something like that, and they kind of did, they didn't do it as big as that, but they did offer like a bigger package to dealers. Green to 99, Ramirez. But the bigger package didn't even make sense. I bought the smaller package because it made way more sense to purchase the smaller package than it did the bigger package. So, but regardless, didn't check my national. Should have taken my. Oh, Frank. Oh man, that's crazy. Well, it's a bunch of that. Well, that was last year, Kareem, that super VIP. But it was a crap ton of cases and boxes. But unfortunately, a lot of the boxes and the packages, I would say about half are like good stuff, and the other half is like, it's very clear that it's like stuff that they're trying to get rid of. So they're forcing it on you to get the package. And that's historically how it's been the past couple of years. And that super VIP last year was no different. It was like a lot of stuff that like your normal hobby person would not want to buy. So it was like crazy. But the super VIP, I think, actually did have like a special table with champagne. So it's funny you said that because I think they actually did have a special table. But yeah, I'll probably do the hobby next and then the jumbo. Yes, sir. Since we haven't done a hobby yet. I think they do have, it's like the convention center security. Like the convention center already has a staff on the security, which unfortunately, it's usually like half of the security team is like overweight, middle-aged women, and but they do have a security team that the convention center utilizes, and then Some of the bigger people, Perez to $3.99, will hire their own security for the National. So I know like Golden and the auction houses that have a lot of stuff on display will have their own like armed security. Like it's pretty serious actually. They'll have armed security guards walking around. They'll also have, in addition to the armed security, they'll have usually some undercover security that are in just normal clothes that look like just regular attendees to the convention center, but really they're undercover security guards. So there's a decent amount of security. If there is anything that, unfortunately, there will be a situation, I'm sure, where somebody's trying to do something and usually get caught and it gets figured out pretty fast, and the cops are, yeah, there's usually a couple of those situations where the cops come in and, yeah. But yeah, the security center, or the convention center has security, and then, like I said, a lot of the auction houses and anybody that has any like high value dollar items on display will have their own security as well, armed security too. Kerry Carpenter to 250 purple refractor for the Tigers. All right, guys, we're going hobby number 1 next, then jumbo number 3, and then we're going to evaluate it based off of where we're at with time after we're done with those two. Hopefully we can fit in some more, but I will have to cut it off at some point. Like I said, got a flight to catch in the AM. Well, this one didn't go faster. I actually got slower. Diaz base autograph for Oakland. I guess the real Rutschman refractor. The real question mark is how long the hobby's going to take. That's the real question mark here in all this. Oh, yeah. I do appreciate you guys coming out to the live stream, man. Showing your support, hopping in on these breaks, these Topps Chrome baseball breaks. Much appreciated, my friends. Thank you so much. Started off pretty strong, started to kind of dip off there for sure. Started off super strong. 2023 Topps Chrome Baseball Jumbo Case number 2. Thank you.